Welcome back to my channel, Ed Shaw Graphics. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so by hitting that red and green button in the lower right hand corner. Show your boy some love, send me some likes, any comments, questions. Do what you gotta do. Right now I want to talk about different size pallets that I have. And as you can see, all the pallets I built myself. So I never really ordered or bought any pallets offline or anything like that. I usually just go to Home Depot. If I want a certain size, I just go to Home Depot and I buy a piece of board. The board is the same kind of board that you use for shelving. Matter of fact, I use the same thing for the shelving back here for my screens. Let me see if I can find some scrap board. Well, I really don't have much. But anyway, all these are my pallets, plus I have one on the screen printer, so I'm finna go over which pallets I use for what purpose. It's very important to have all different sizes. That way, if somebody want certain shirts made, and you need the right size pallets, like for infant size, or someone you might have maybe do a print order for oversized printing. You might need a special pallet for that, or a special pallet for sleeves, like this one right here. So this pallet right here is what I use for sleeves and arms. And this size I have here is close to 24 inches long and 6 inches wide. So this will be my sleeve and leg pallet. So I use this for jogging pants, jeans, jackets, any type of jackets. Normally I print on jeans or sweatpants, sweatshirts, or something like that. Now this right here would be my pallet for infant size. And for beanies, like these caps, you probably could slide them on here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create one where it can actually have the shape of a beanie. But I also can use this. If you notice, some of my pallets don't have the brackets on here. But if I need a bracket, I can just take it off of this one or whatever. But I am making plans to order more brackets. That way I can have a bracket for every pallet. That way I won't have to worry about switching up. Now, this size pallet right here is a 10 by 8. So this is a 10 by 8 pallet. Oh, and as far as the thickness is 3/4 of an inch. All my pallets are 3/4 of an inch. Now, this pallet right here is for kid size shirts, like extra smalls or mediums. And this one don't have a bracket either. Usually, mainly my main pallets that have brackets are the ones that I use the most. So I really don't use this pallet that much. Every once in a while I might use it, but most of the time I just use the standard size pallet. Standard size pallet, that's for one size fits all. So this here is the kids pallet, and this would be a 12 by 18. 12 by 18. If you notice, I have a thin strip of wood going across with tape over it, so that helps for the off contact. That helps out with the off contacting, and that's about 1/8 of an inch thick. Now this pallet right here is the pallet that I use the most, which is a standard size. And this one here, I can put any size t-shirts, 5X, 4X, 3X, 2X, double X, all the way down to probably possibly a small. I might can squeeze a small one on here, but when I start getting down to a small, extra small, then this would be more appropriate. Smalls and mediums. So my standard size pallet is more like a 21.5 by 16. Now the pallet that I created lately, I have 2 more pallets. These would be for the all over and oversized printing. So I'm gonna bring my camera in a little bit close. To this pallet right here. So this is a huge pallet. So this would be for the oversized printing, for the oversized prints. And what I like about this pallet also, when you slide the shirt on, it stretches the shirt all the way out. It doesn't fold at the end or anything. It's long enough where it could take up to probably like a 5X, and it stretches the shirt all the way out. This is 30 inches, a 30 inch, yep, 30 inches by 16. So that would be for the all over print, not the all over print, but for oversized print, where you can print the entire front side of the shirt or the back side. And then one more palette I want to show you is for the all over printing, which is the hugest palette that I have in my shop, which is this right here. So with this type of palette, you just lay your shirt on the top just like that. Make sure the sleeves are stretched out. Make sure it's not too many wrinkles. And if you notice with this palette right here, I have neoprene on here. It's not the right neoprene. Well, I went on and I put neoprene on here anyway because that helps it. It's smooth, and when it's time for me to clean the ink off, it'll be real easy to clean off because it's nice and smooth. Well, I'm planning on buying some more neoprene because this neoprene here is too thin. And what I need like a 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch where I can have like a little cushion. That way when I print over the seams, it'll kind of like sink into the neoprene a little bit. Now, the palette that I'm planning on, is 2 more pallets that I'm planning on making. Yeah, 2 more pallets that I'm planning on making. I want to make a special palette for zippers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another standard size palette like this. But it's gonna have a groove in the middle where the zipper can sink down into the pallet. That way when I do a print right over the zipper, it'll be a nice clean print going right over the zipper. So once I build it, I'm gonna do a demonstration on how that works. Matter of fact, I might just do a demonstration on how to build one. The other palette I'm thinking about building also is something called a tag-along pallet. Tag-along pallet is when you can print the front side of the shirt, also do a tagless print at the same time. So I'm not really gonna explain to you. It's just a certain way that the end of the pallet gotta be made. Well, this end of the pallet, you can see, of course, the shirt, it slides on this way, but then there's like a hole in the pallet where you can pull the collar, the inside collar through, where it can come up just like that. And then when you print, you can print the front of the shirt and also print the tagless print all at the same time. So those are the next two pallets I'm going to be building. I'm going to do a demonstration on how to create that. And I'm also going to do a print demonstration. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching my channel. Subscribe to your boy for the outcomes. All right now.